Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here at Wyzant, answering a question submitted by a student. This is really a matter of notation. The notation is very confusing, and so we'll just focus on that today. There's a lot more that you're going to be seeing here. This is all Algebra 2 material, and there's a lot more to come. Let's see if I can, this thing stays in place now. Okay, so let's try again. So I just want to rewrite r of x. So this is 5x squared, just so you, this is not the part that's confusing. This is x cubed. The part that's confusing is the notation down here. So r minus s of x is r of x minus s of x. That's all it is. It's just subtraction. This one's addition. Now here, notice the dot is filled. So that means it's multiplication. Notice I'm using a filled dot here. I'm going to add one thing more to the list, which is r of s of x. Notice I'm using an open dot, and that's r of s of x. Now, we're not going to cover this today because this is something that's going to be coming up in class within, I would think, this coming week. If you have trouble with this, you can just post questions to Wyzant in general, or you can message me and we can figure this one out together. Okay, so r of s minus s of x is just 5x squared minus x cubed, exactly what you would expect. And then the sum is exactly what you would expect also. And then the product would be exactly what you would expect also, 5x squared times x cubed. And we can write that as 5x to the 5th power. But here we want, the argument here is not a variable, but it's a constant. So this is what I just wrote here is r of x times s of x, this piece here. Now, as a separate step, so I'll put it like a little comma here, we want r of I'll leave it in the original notation. This is just a matter of personal preference. I'm going to leave it in the original notation because I'm just thinking maybe this is what you're seeing in school. So I want to make it as realistic, as similar to school as I can. So this would just be 5 times negative 1 to the 5th. We're just plugging negative 1 into this expression here, and that's going to give us negative 5. This one down here is called a composite, so you're going to hear the teacher use a different word here. And composite functions can get kind of complicated depending on the level of algebra you're taking. But this is subtraction, this is addition, this is multiplication, this is composite. There's also a division. I guess I should show you that. You can write it like that. That would be division. But that's really r of x over s of x. So those are all the forms: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the composite form. So that's what you'll be covering here. And you might be wondering why. Hopefully you'll see why pretty soon. These actually have some use in the real world for word problems and things like that. They also, you'll see them used again in pre-calculus and then again in calculus if you end up taking calculus. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.